it's Raea. Wherever you are and whatever time it is, I hope you are enjoying yourself. So you probably noticed something new upon clicking on this video, and that is I have an intro now. Yeah, it's just a little intro. I hope you guys like it. I hope it sort of like adds something to I guess my videos, like it welcomes you in. Yeah, I was really excited on it. It's not perfect by any means, but I just figured it was nice to make. Anyways, what is up? I am here today to deliver content that really no one asked for, but in the future, you'll thank me later. Pretty much as the title states, today I will be drawing my OCs as magical girls, and yeah, so by the way, I use the term magical girl, or I think of it as a gender neutral term because I feel like that makes sense to me. And the concept of a magical girl is essentially like, if you've ever seen Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, blah blah blah, there's a good amount of anime out there, but it's like the genre of fighting evil with goodness and wholesomeness and magical transformations. And yes, it's really cute, it's really great and lovely. So that's what I am bestowing upon my OCs, whether they asked for it or not. Quick fun fact, I guess, I actually drew these earlier in the year around summer because I was on my magical girl May hype, but I never got around to turning it into a video. So now I figured with Halloween coming up, it kind of fits with the whole costumes and magic and fun theme. So yes, here we are. And this is kind of tricky since I still have to flesh out and like solidify a lot of my original characters. I'm sure those who create characters know exactly what I mean about how it's hard to really set things in stone. And most of my children are very new on the spectrum, and I still have much to learn about character design and story and world building. But it's fun, so I hope that you kind of just take the general idea that they give off for now and enjoy them. That being said, starting out with these two, both of their pronouns are she, her, and do they have names? Well, okay, so the one on the left is named Gisetta, or Gigi, but Miss Lady in the purple does not, and I'm actually kind of reworking her design right now, but I'll just put up the sketch somewhere real quick to show you like the little sketches that I did in my sketchbook to get like a feel for how I wanted their fits and stuff to look. Basically, this magical girl design was supposed to enhance the features they already have and make it more magical as expected. So some of their more normal features were changed for the sake of magic, like the outfit, of course, and then the hair, because I feel like that brings the aspect of a transformation to life. And yeah, as for the general information, both of these two are basically like streamers or gamers, which I find it funny because doesn't that mean I just low-key made VTubers, or yeah. Anyways, Gisetta likes playing fighting games a lot, and she does a lot of mukbang streams too. She likes a lot of cute things like CMYK colors, really pastel, cutesy styled things that's like also related to space sometimes. And she also likes foxes. She's an absolute sweetie, honestly, and she can be like kind of shy, but a lot of people really adore her. I mean, she has a really fun, cutesy, like upbeat type of persona and personality, but oddly enough, she used to be very overly serious and like almost scary. Yeah, sometimes when playing games, she's very chaotic and bad-mannered on the inside still, but of course, looking at her like cute and bright appearance, it's hard to say otherwise. As for the other girl, who I do not have a name for right now, but I love her just as much. So she's fairly new to streaming, as her friend pretty much suggested it to her, but she plays a lot of different games. I think the most that she likes is like rhythm-based games involving like music and stuff, so she doesn't really know what she wants to do, but her hobbies are writing and creating music. Her personality's like not necessarily mean, but she can come off like cold or like uninterested, so she's just not always upfront with her feelings. And as I do with a lot of my duo characters, these two are very much like rivals, if you want to call it that. They tend to get into a lot of bickering, but if they just calm down a bit, they'd probably get along fine. But yes, alas, I hope I did them some kind of justice with this drawing. I mean, it was actually the last one I did out of the series, so... And their outfits are based off their styles and interests, so yeah. Let's just ignore the fact that I don't know what feet or shoes are, okay? I really didn't want to do a full body, but I feel like I should at least take up the challenge. But towards the end of doing all these, I was really burnt out, so I kind of wanted it to come out better, but my lack of skills was stressing me out, per usual, so figured I should just finish it and go next. But nevertheless, I hope you liked hearing about them and how they are as magical girls, and yes, give them lots of love. They are very lovely. Now moving on to the next two, these dudes. Oh boy. So, to the left is Kane, and the one on the right is Hadrius. You can pretty much already see the sketch, but I'll put it up again just cause. And yeah, so they're still being fleshed out since their story probably will have like more history and depth than the last two, but for now, enjoy. The pronouns are both he, him, and they're kind of like partners in the sense that they work together pretty much reluctantly. Kane is like kind of loud, kind of an idiot, but at the same time like he can be pretty smart too, so he's insane. I don't know, like he has a very messy personality, but like he's a good guy, and whenever he's alone he's oddly quiet and deep in thought. But no one would ever believe that because you'd have to see it first, because he's always so loud and unhinged. I'm still trying to figure out his wardrobe, but I feel like he'd wear dark clothes a lot, like things that don't necessarily stand out. Him and Hadrius are kind of like in a dangerous field of work, and Kane is like a sharpshooter, if you will. So on the other hand, Hadrius is a bit more quiet and serious, but he became a little bit more human since dealing with Kane, so... And Hadrius specializes in physical combat, while Kane, as I said, is a more sharpshooter, guns type of guy. Hadrius is usually unamused by Kane and doesn't like when people get in his way, so he's very hard-headed and dense and not the best at social skills and is not too optimistic either. Wow, I'm making this guy sound terrible. But I feel like people like get kind of attached to those characters. I don't know, maybe I'm onto something, I don't know. So basically, he has a lot to work on, but he definitely helps out when it's needed. And I'm sure while he can't stand Kane, he definitely makes a great team with him. Also, I noticed at the end that I painted their nails, and like, I love that for them. I don't know if blue is Hadrius' color though? I wasn't really sure where to like go on the magical girl fits, to be honest. I kind of just wanted to put them in cutesy, like, sparkly outfits because I live for, like, masculine or intimidating characters wearing things like this. I definitely wish I could have executed it better, though. Like, anatomy-wise, dear God, help me. Actually, I think this is what caused me to, like, spend some time, like, going back over, like, the male figure more afterwards, because in my current study sketchbook, I did do that. Like there's a couple of pages where it's just male torsos, and this is probably why, so yeah. But I also want to like study fashion and clothing a lot more because I love it and I want to do it better. So yeah, I just really want to be able to bring my ideas to fruition better. Either way, I feel like I got some of what I wanted for these two, and you can definitely best believe that I'm putting them in something like this again, and it's gonna look amazing next time. But I mean, they do look cutesy, I guess. You know, I feel like Kane would like have his code name or something be like Red Velvet. Because yeah, that kind of like when you're looking at him, it's like pink, red, white. I'm sure he would love that name. I'm sure he would. Hadrius, on the other hand, looks kind of concerned. But yes, it's fine. I think they do a great job. I would trust them to save me. I can say that confidently. And lastly, to roast myself more, even though nobody asked, I really wish I need to like seriously know what frills are. And another thing is I feel like they're posed together with like both of their hands right by each other. I mean, ooh, but like it's so stiff. It's so stiff to me. I don't know. I feel like I gotta change that around, but I love them. It's okay. I'll do better next time. And lastly, my little cat girl idol sisters. There's Ora and Raea. And this was the first one I did, and I feel like I really enjoy starting this concept. There's like no kind of traditional sketch for these. I just jumped into it and hope for the best, as you can see. These two are on the somewhat older spectrum of my OCs. If you saw in my last video, the sketchbook tour, Aura is like basically my first OC, and you'd think I'd have a good amount of their story figured out if that was the case, but not exactly. There's still some major things to decide on, but so far it's very typical anime things, and I don't really mind that because I feel like that was the point whenever I made Aura. Aura is the younger sister, and she's very tsundere, which is like hot-headed, like hot and cold, like isn't upfront with their feelings, kind of. So yeah, she's very stubborn, and she likes snacks and hates romance and being honest with your feelings once again. She'd probably start a fight and then run away. She's very athletic and agile because it like helps with her learning the ways of like an idol and a performer, so yes, she's very good at that. And she loves her older sister Raea, and she looks up to her a lot. She's probably the only person she gives like such great respect to. But even with her, she can be a little stubborn, so yes, even though she cares about people deep down, she is still very much a brat. She's younger and learning a lot, so Raea, on the other hand, is like the ideal, lovely older sister, so she's like mature, graceful, always working hard to like maintain her appearance and condition. She might not say everything, as she prefers to like keep to herself. Outside of promotional work and other idol stuff, she's very introverted. But I feel like you can see like a lot of her true emotions if you like look in her eyes. She'll say it on her face, technically, but she just won't say it out loud. So I guess she's kind of like Aura in that way, almost. But she's very respectful and dignified. She's definitely come like a long way. In the past, she's dealt with a lot of stage fright and poor confidence. I haven't thought too much about her hobbies, oddly enough, but she can play the harp really well. It's very, like, majestic. She also adores her younger sister beyond words. Like, even if she doesn't always say it out loud, she just, like, she always looks out after Aura and wants her to do well. Sometimes she's, like, scolding her for her rambunctiousness and rude behavior. So, while they seem to both have interesting sides to them that might clash, I feel like they enjoy each other's company a lot during, like, their small and gentle moments together. Like, they're siblings, so... And they're siblings that, like, look out for each other, so, yeah. As I didn't do any planning for this drawing, because it was like the first one, I was like, alright, let's jump in and draw some magical girl OCs. Well, OCs is magical girls. The outfits are kind of just me going off of what I felt like, and once again, I felt like that could have been better. I could have like definitely expanded my knowledge upon, I mean, like, I know how they look, I just don't know how to execute them, so I guess I could have done more magical girl studies, kind of like I did for last year when I did like the self-insert September and I like transformed myself as a magical girl. I still didn't like that outfit though, so I don't know. But anyways, outfits aside, I tried a little background thing on this one, and I gotta say I really like how it turned out. Like, I'm kind of impressed as someone who like never tries to do backgrounds, like actual backgrounds. It's like they're really out here in space being all majestic and magical girl-like. I like the idea of Aura being like, we're here to save you, I guess, whatever. And then Roy has like this soft, gentle energy. She's like, sorry, don't mind her, are you okay? Like, that's pretty much their dynamic in my opinion. So, oh, and I also tested out like the whole room lighting thing again when I did this, and I tried to play with like different lighting styles and blending modes since I was trying to think about it like logically versus like aesthetically, I guess. So yes, I think this one might be my favorite, but it's hard because it's like I like the poses and the outfits in the first one since it was a little bit more dynamic, but I love the setting and like energy of this one. But let me know what you guys think. Do you have one you like more than the others? I hope you didn't mind hearing about my OCs as I create them in these odd but cutesy magical girl AUs. Well, I've pretty much shared everything I have for today, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed your time here today, feel free to like this video, and if you're interested in more of my content, you can always check out my other videos and subscribe. For reference, if you're new, I'm Raea or Etheria, and I like making art and art-related content. I aim to post at least one video a week, but you can always check out my other social media for more timely updates. They'll be linked in the description and also posted on my snazzy new end screen. I may post a Halloween video. I'm working really hard, but we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. Until then, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.